Good morning, students. Today we are going to continue with the class that is decolonization. We start the lesson that is decolonization in Africa, Ghana, democracy and dictatorship. So, there is a background which has been started for decolonization. We started in Africa for a long time. लीव का भी तो सिस्टम नहीं ना कि आदमी कैजुअल लीव एक ले ले. अरे बाप रे, ना निकलना भी तो बहुत जरूरी है. अरे बोलो मत बेटा, छींकते छींकते मैं समय बर्बाद हो जाएगा. क्या वीडियो बनाएंगे हम. So, the most numerous of the British government intervention was in the affairs of the coastal Africa in 1821. The British government took control of the Gold Coast possessions from the private African Company of Merchants, and in 1844 the most of the numerous of coastal people rulers signed an agreement with the British. This became the legal stepping stone to the colony status for coastal areas who lived in central Ghana, led a number of incursions which threatened commercial interests of Britain. The British forces fought a number of battles with them, and ultimately the Ashanti state lost power and prestige. In the Gold Coast, in 1920s, Britain introduced indirect rule to the traditional authorities. During the Second World War, the British African colonies fought for the Allies against the Axis powers. In the Atlantic Charter, there was one provision for the autonomy to the imperial politics which were going on. During this, the Second World War, the British African colonies fought for the Allies against the Axis powers. And thus, after the Second World War, the US and the African colonies put pressure on Britain to abide by the terms of Atlantic Charter. When Churchill introduced the charter to the Parliament, he purposely mistranslated the colonies recently captured countries like Germany in order to get it passed. Now, what happened in this situation after Second World War? African nationalism spread very rapidly because more and more African students, they started to spread rapidly, and African students who were educated in Britain, USA, they also involved themselves. They started to understand that what problem and situation the African colonies were facing under Britain. So, naturally, after returning from abroad, they agitated for independence and withdrawal of the colonial rule. Now, in this situation, the beginning of national movement started in the Gold Coast in 1920s when Britain introduced indirect rule to the traditional authorities. Opposition of nationalists began. During 1940s, the movement gained momentum for the independence, and after police opened fire in Accra, the capital of Ghana, on a procession of ex-servicemen. They were carrying peaceful petitions to the governor to seek redress of their grievances. Thus, during this time, Joseph Danquet and other leading nationalists founded the United Gold Coast Convention in August 1947 and invited Nkrumah to lead the campaign for the representative of self-government. But Nkrumah and Danquet were ultimately arrested and jailed after the troops fired on demonstrators and a riot erupted consequently in 1940. In 1949, the Convention of People's Party (CPP), led by Nkrumah, organized workers and farmers for the first time in a mass movement for independence. A new constitution was proposed by Nkrumah to provide direct election by universal suffrage, but this was opposed by National Liberation Movement led by Kofi Buzia. NLM thus imposed CPP for its limitations on powers of the tribal chiefs. The tribal people chiefs' limitations was imposed by CPP. NLM now wanted to establish a federal state with regional powers and governments with CPP, who advocated the unitary state. Another, the constitution, which was approved on April 1954, establishing a cabinet comprised of African ministers. Thus, the All-African Legislature chosen by direct election. In the election, CPP won majority seat in the new Legislative Assembly. The Prime Minister Nkrumah, with the Gold Coast Convention, issued a white paper containing proposals for the independence in May 1956. Thus, the British government agreed for the independence when majority of British residents voted for unification with an independent Gold Coast Convention. And on 6 March 1957, the state of Ghana was named as a medieval West African empire. You can underline it. Short questions comes from it. The ruling period of Nkrumah was not very positive and supportive to the people. As Nkrumah, from the very beginning, he started to, you can tell, decrease, or you can tell vacate all the treasury which had been stored by the government. Already the people were stressed economically, but Nkrumah did not look after the people's welfare need. He started to build highways and big roads in which huge investments were required, but the situation of economy in those times were not favorable for such huge investments. So Nkrumah was the first Prime Minister of Ghana. He was born in 1909, became a teacher. He completed his Bachelor of Arts in 1939 and MA in Philosophy in 1942 for the University of Pennsylvania, and thus he returned to London and founded the West African National Secretariat to the work for decolonization Africa. So we have started this lesson till now, but we are not going to forward too much, because on this I will give you worksheet questions, inside questions, some short questions also, so that you can read it properly. So this is the beginning of the lesson part. Just read it, and I have given you previous chapters some short questions from inside only. Non-line movement is a very short chapter. Brief lesson is there. So on that short questions I have given you. Important questions also. Read those, understand those. Some questions solve it also, and read the lesson properly, which is very helpful for you to understand. And plus keep on writing the answers in your copy. And also you read the Sino-China part also, that is also explained, and read that lesson, that part also. So read the topic from the lesson from where ISC syllabus has been given, that is non-aligned movement, Belgrade Badam conference, but Indo-Pak war is not there. Sino China war is there, that you have to, Tibet issue is there, that you have to read. These topics are there in the lesson. Okay, in the next class we will continue with the next topic. Till this much only you read today. Okay, because this part only you understand, on this only worksheet questions I will give you in the next class. Thank you.